What's up, styrene fans? It's Brian with BG Model Workshop, and we're doing an update of what we've been doing on our bench. So, let's start off with the fun stuff. I've been occupying some of my free time with working on my Valkyrie VF1D kit. This is from the Macross series. Here in the States, we know it as Robotech. And there's a whole genre of stuff going on there, but it's basically, for me, that was my introduction into anime, and that back when we used to refer to it as Japanimation, which I believe now is considered to be offensive. I'm not quite sure. I look forward to your letters. But still, fun kit to build. Everything was molded in an actual tan color, but I thought it looked a little on the pale side. So I did some searching around, and I did have another can of like a desert sand. And I think that turned out pretty well. Let's see what you guys think. So here's our torso piece. And arms attached there, legs go in there, head goes in where this thing's stuck, and then that's, oh, and then there's a back piece that goes on there too. So, we got to do some orange paint on this guy here, and we had to go to the hobby store for that. Oh, for shame, we had to go to the hobby store, I know, right? But I got some pure orange TS98. I think that's going to look pretty good with this. Huh? Yeah, looks good. So I got that taken care of. We got all the sub-assemblies done for the actual Battloid. Oops. I'm just going to knock my camera around here. So here we go. This is the part of the show where somebody like Vanna White would be very, very useful. Okay, so I showed you the torso. We have arms and legs, and the arms have some mild articulation to them. And the only thing I wish that they could do is rotate on an axis rather than just doing this. So I think that if I was going to do this again, I would, where this little seam right here is, I think I would actually cut that and figure out some way to make that be able to rotate. But because I'd never done something like this guy before, I wanted to make sure I understood completely how it's supposed to go together, and then I could make modifications on any other ones I build later on in the future. But in the meantime, I had a lot of fun just doing the assembly on this guy, and I'm looking forward to doing his decaling. Shouldn't be too big of a deal. But these decals are a little bit old, so I think I may actually spray them with another level of another layer of decal fixative, I guess. Is fixative? Oh wait, no, that's for dentures. No, the fixing spray that they use for that stuff. I can't even think of the word of it right now. I haven't had enough coffee yet. I'm still only halfway through this batch. In other news, I have a commission build from one of my cousins. He's up in Minnesota, and he got himself a Mercedes 450 SL. And his significant other was able to find an actual model kit of that car online and has sent it on to us to build and ship back to them. And I was just tickled to find out that that they thought of me for that thing. So I appreciate that greatly. So here we have the monogram Mercedes 450 SL. This is a tiny little box. Very, very small. So we were a little worried that this was actually going to be a 1/24 scale kit. And it turns out it actually was, because in the past I had been burned. I'm a skilled model kit buyer. I've got a lot of model kits purchased under my belt, but in the past I've gotten stuff that says 1/24th, and it turns out to be 1/32. It's just they don't know what they're talking about. So I was very happy to get this kit, open it up, and find out that it is indeed a 1/24 scale car. That's pretty good size, and that's filling up that box pretty good, I say. So it was put together a little bit, but we just did some prying here and there. Everything snapped apart just fine. The only damage that seems to have occurred is this broken windshield strap, and I think that's going to be very fixable. I have already gone through the tire stash, because the tires that came with the kit are a little on the anemic side. So here we have the replacements and the originals. So I think we're going to be looking a little better that way there. This is what trips me out here. Check this out. This is the interior tub, and it's all one piece. It's all one piece. It's all poured in one chunk, and it looks amazing. It even has raised detail on the side panels, on the door cards. So that's pretty impressive. I mean, the shifter boot down in there, the switches, a little bit of radio detail. Oops, lost our camera. A little bit of radio detail. So that's really, really nice, for especially for the age of the kit. So I was very happy to find out that it hadn't been painted at all. I thought they said that it had been, but no, it hasn't been painted at all. And all of our transparencies are in pretty good shape too. Just need to clean off a little bit of the glue and put it all back, get the color right, get it all back together, get it all back, sent back up to them again. And the cutest thing is they sent me a thank you card. And not only was there a thank you card, there was payment in the thank you card. So that's even better. Oh, and our instruction booklet is very comprehensive. So here's steps 1 and 2, all the way up through step 6. And that's it. So that's going to be fun. And then what's on the horizon? We have on the horizon for us the 29 Ford Straight Rod Blue Bandito kit. My model club, the Moonlight Modelers, they're doing an all build where everybody in the club is supposed to build the same kit. So I guess there's going to be like 10, 13, 14 of us, something like that. And the stipulation was just the monogram 29 Ford pickup. So this fits the criteria. It even says so on the box. So I figure we're going to be okay with this. I know there's a couple other guys in the club that are building this exact same kit also. I know one guy is doing like an outrageous 4x4 setup on it, but I am not certain what anybody else is tackling. So I'm thinking about doing ours pretty much box stock, but we're going to go with this color here for the body and the bed and the hood, and we're going to do gloss black on the fenders. And I think that's going to be really, really awesome. And then maybe we'll see how it feels, but we'll take a whack at maybe aging it a little bit too, just to get a little bit of visual interest. But the box does depict that there are some pretty sweet additions in there. Some O2 tanks, there's a harpoon gun, there's swim fins, even has a dive belt. And then back here in the back, look at this right here. That's the biggest burrito I've ever seen. That's awesome. Oh, and a 10-foot surfboard. Gotta love cars that come with surfboards, boys. Alright, so that's what we got going on. It's a 3-day weekend, so I hope everybody has a good time. Enjoy some time with family and friends and stuff. Do keep in mind what gave us this weekend. So if you see somebody that's of a service nature, remember to thank them. Alright guys, take it easy. We'll talk to you a little bit later. Bye now.